This is what you will need if you are going to start a plush collection. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Lizzie and I'm a Disney plush collector from the UK. So happy Tuesday, I hope you're all having a great start to your week so far. This is the second video in my series about starting a plush collection, and this one is more about taking care of your plush collection. So I've got 6 things that I consider to be my plush essentials, and they are absolute must-haves for any plush collector who wants to keep that collection clean. So you will see this more in action next month or maybe the month after when I do my Disney spring clean, which is something I don't think I did last year because I knew I was moving, so I kind of cleaned them as I was moving them. But normally I would do this in spring to just freshen up the collection, make sure dust isn't sitting on them and things like that. So that will be the first one in my new home, and I'm really excited to share that with you. I thought before I did that I would actually show you the things I'm going to be using so that you can get them for yourself. So the first one, and I think probably the most important one for me, is a lint roller. So this particular one was from Miniso. It's a Mickey Mouse one. So as you can see, the handle is Mickey Mouse's body. It stands independently because it's got feet, which I like, so I will just put it on another bookcase when I'm done lint rolling them. You do have to be careful with things like the limited edition Mickeys. If they have vinyl on them, you probably don't want to be using a lint roller, and I will show you what you can use instead. But if it's just a soft plush, has a little bit of dust on it, the lint roller will be your best friend. So this isn't actually how it looks, this is the cover of it. So I'm just going to get that off. It's just a regular lint roller underneath. I imagine it will take refills. This was the refill that specifically came with this, but I'm hoping I can continue using it. If not, I've got other lint rollers around the house. I've got one by the front door to clean our coats, and I've got one by the bed because our bed gets dog hairs in it as well. But I would love to continue using this one for my plush collection because it's just so on brand. But I haven't actually ripped off the top layer yet, so this isn't sticky, but you would just rub it all over here. It would collect the dust and then you would rip off a sheet and continue. But like I said, if you don't want to be using this on things that have vinyl or anything that it could potentially rip off, I would also suggest getting a little duster. I use this one for my sum-sums because I can't reach all of them. If you haven't seen my office tour, I will leave a card up above because then it will make sense as to why I need this. But this would also be good for the plushes where they've got vinyl on them, like these Mickey Mouse The Main Attraction. Just rub this over them and then you could lint roll this to get the dust off it, but usually just shaking it into a bin will do as well. For the shelves themselves, I will use things like a Scrub Daddy damp duster and polish as well, but this is what I'm using specifically to clean the plush off. I would never spray polish onto them because it will probably damage them. The third thing is something I do spray onto them but from a distance, so I'm not actually getting them wet, they are just getting a light misting, and that is fabric spray. So some plush, especially the ones from VINTED, might smell even after having a wash. Now I did do a whole video on washing plushes, and if you didn't see that, I'll leave a card up above. But basically, if they're on a delicate wash and you put them inside a delicates bag, they will be fine. You've just got to be careful about colour running and things. If you are particularly worried, I tend to just lower the temperature that it's on, but I only wash things from VINTED if they stink of cigarettes. If they don't stink of cigarettes, I tend to just keep them away from my main plush for a while, kind of like isolation in case they have germs, and then I will give them a light misting with a fabric spray. This one I'm using at the moment is a Febreze Spring Awakening fabric refresher, which I really love. It's safe to use around dogs and cats, and like I said, I just mist them so I'm not getting the plush soaking wet, but it just gives them a fresher fragrance, and over time the plush will start to smell like my house and not the person that I bought it from. Next, this was something I used more in my old home. If you didn't see the spring cleans I did at my parents' house, I will leave a card to one up above, but I had a lot of plush stands. This isn't the exact plush stand I used to use. This is for one of my smaller plushes, so it works for Oswald. I've just had an idea to display my new emos. No, So the ones I would use for the main attraction plushes were 45cm doll stands. I still have loads of them. I've been considering selling them on VINTED because I just don't need them anymore. But until I'm 100% sure, i.e. all of the shelves have gone up and I don't need any more, I'm just holding on to them for a little bit. But this is the new emo sized one I have. They do kind of gravitate off the floor a little bit, but I don't mind that much. But these are a lifesaver for if you're trying to stand plush up, or even if you're trying to sit plush down. I've used them in the past and sat the plush down onto this kind of base, and it's just kept them steady. I don't need it for my shelves anymore, but they are good if you're displaying on a taller shelf or something. And then a really random one, it's probably a bit niche, but I love these command hooks. I use these if I've got plush keyrings, especially those plush keyrings that you can get from Japan. I have them around the top of the bookcase and it just holds them steady and they are displayed quite nicely then. I also use them for squishmallows and you kind of hang them from their tag, but the ones from Japan actually have keyring hooks because they are intended to go on backpacks and things, so I just hang it from that. But they're a really good idea if you've got things that have little hanging hooks, and it will just make your wall look a bit cuter if you hang all of your plush on the wall. You just have to be careful that they're not too heavy. Whoever you buy them from, I get command, they will tell you the kind of weight limit that it can hold and it will tell you how to put it on the wall successfully so it won't rip off. And then the final plush essential, the final must-have for a plush collector, at least I think, is the tag protectors. So I've talked about these a lot on this channel. I generally use them for limited edition plush, so the main attraction plushes, the Mickey Memories. I think the Disney 100 ones might have them as well, but I do need to buy some more because the Decades plush do not have any currently. So these are A7 polyfiles. The one I'm showing to you is an ARC. I've also bought them from Snowpike. I get them all on Amazon. I usually get a pack of 5 and you just slip the tag in. You make sure that the little plastic tag attaching to the plush comes out and then you just close it, and it just keeps them safe from the weather, from bending. When we moved house, I threw all of my plush into bags and the ones that had tag protectors were completely okay. I don't do it for all of them. I'm very selective because tag protectors aren't cheap, but I would highly recommend them if you have plush that you would like to keep in pristine condition. But that is it from me. I really hope you found this video helpful. I thought with a new year I would kind of think of how I can bring value to you when you're watching my videos, so I thought I would share with you some of my secrets, and this particular secret is the plush essentials I use to keep my plush safe. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below if I've missed anything. I would love the comment section to be suggestions for more things that we can all use. I might even test them on shorts and things and give a little review, so let me know if there's anything that I'm missing. Thank you so much for watching, have a great week, and I will hopefully see you on Friday. Bye friends!